everyone, and welcome to my video. I'm doing this video because about a year ago my friend and we decided to get our first tattoo, and we would like to share our experience with it. We've been filming it, and we'd also like to share with you how you can get a tattoo without any pain. So my friend and Luna, we decided to get a tattoo done in a city called Odense in Denmark, which is a city very close to where she lives. So I came to her place and we were hanging out and we had a sleepover, and then the next day we drove out to a parking lot, and there we would get on some cream that is numbing your skin. Actually, it's a cream that you put on your skin at the spot where you want to get a tattoo, and you have to put like a thick layer on. Later you have to put some cling film on it so that you make sure that there is no air coming inside, and then tape it. Then later you have to wait with that cream on, and in the meantime we would go out to get some food. We were very nervous because it was our first time and we didn't know how it was and stuff, so we were very nervous, like, how is this gonna be? But yeah, we were very excited, and when we got there, we came in and there was this tattoo studio, and there were two workers. They were both very nice, and yeah, so we went down to the basement where the toilet was, and we was like, okay, we're gonna do this now. So we got upstairs, and that's like when it came to the point of preparation. So the man that was going to tattoo us, he started with me. So first he first we have to go back some time because I wrote to them that I wanted a tattoo, and we were talking about where and how big and all that stuff. And I would send them some pictures, but they said that they were too blurred to fix them into a tattoo. So they actually offered me to do a special design for me. They would look at what I have sent them and then look at my style of tattoo I liked, and then make a new design for me, so that it would be clear enough. So they sent me 4 tattoos that I could get, like an example, so they asked, like, do you want one of those 4 or do you want another one? And I actually liked one of them. I changed it a little bit by removing some detailing around it. I wanted it to be more smooth than round, so they gave us a soda, and they printed out the design in like a special kind of paper, which was like a sticker. So they would stick it on, in my case on my breast, because that was where I wanted my tattoo. So they would stick it on my breast, and then when I pull it off, I could see how it would look when it was once made. And they were really nice, and they were like, and you're 100% sure it should be this size and exactly here, and they would be really perfectionistic. And we would go up and get tattooed in a moment. Listen up.
Oh my god, are you scared? I'm really scared. Me too. We just enjoyed it right now, and we're like, just like this basement, and I feel so scared. Though this place was actually really nice upstairs, with the music and everything. It's really nice.
And then I laid down, and I got my friend's earphones. Luna lended me her earphones while I was being tattooed, because we both agreed on that, like, when you go to the dentist, even that you are not really feeling the pain because they numb you, it's still really bad to like hear the sound of them working in your mouth. And she said that it always helps her when she put earphones in. So we kind of tried that trick as well here. I could feel that something was touching me all the time. And I thought it was him, just like, I don't know, prepare himself. Maybe some of the color from a sticker would have to be removed or something like that. I didn't know what he was doing. And then after like many minutes, I was like, okay, he's still doing that. And I asked my friend, what is going on? And she was like, well, he's tattooing you. I was like, what, already? The cream helped me so much that I literally did not even know he was tattooing me. I thought he was just doing something there to like before he was going to tattoo. So I must say that tattoo cream, or generally it's a numb cream, can be used for other things as well, but it worked good. So I would say I did not feel any pain. It was uncomfortable. It was shaking, like it would shake the place a lot, and you could feel that it's shaking deep inside, but it would not hurt at all. So yeah, and yeah, it kind of feels like if somebody's just poking you very hard, so it's really okay. So the tattoo for me would take 3 hours, so it's kind of a long time to lay down and get tattooed when it's your first time, but it's okay. And after we were halfway there, I got down to the toilet, and yeah, at the picture you can also see that half of my tattoo is blue and half is black. So the blue is the rest of the sticker color, where he would tattoo on top of it to know where he should stick in, and the black would be the tattoo already made, part of the tattoo that's already made. So yeah, and it was really okay. It was really okay. And then what happened was that, yeah, we were done after 3 hours, and then it was Luna's turn. They sticked on the sticker, and they would ask her, do you want it smaller or bigger or where, and stuff like that. And actually her design was very unique because she has designed it herself, so that's super cool, I think. So yeah, and then it was her turn to be tattooed, and it was pretty quick. It was only like a quarter and it was done, but it was also a tattoo with not so many details. So yeah, that was very nice. I think she was happy that she would be done in such short amount of time. So yeah, we were done, and then we would pay for our tattoos. Mine would cost 2,000 krona. It's Danish money, and her would cost 800 krona. She thinks. Like, I asked her because I remembered 700, and I was like, how much did you actually pay for it? And she would be like 800, and then later she would be like, I don't know, 6, 7, or 8. So we're not quite sure, but yeah, about that. Like, first she guessed 8, so I'm just gonna say that, but it could also be 6 or 7. I don't know why, but I remember it as 700. Wanna join us? Wanna join us? Va? Vil du også være med? Vil du også være med, skat? Ikke træk på. Jeg skal også huske at pakke med. I would love to recommend them because they were very nice, they were responsive, and they would like to be really sure that you're 100% sure that it should be this size, exactly this place, and you're happy with the design, and they would like go the extra mile to make you happy. And they would they gave us some soda, and yeah, they were really, really nice. They were. And yeah, the reason why I'm not gonna recommend them anyway, even though I would love to, is that they have actually closed since. It's really sad. and I don't know why they're closed, but I would guess that it was because that they were too expensive. Because the quality was really good and the workers were really nice and stuff, and yeah, they had 5 stars, and yeah, nothing was wrong, nothing at all, and they were very experienced. And I've got so many compliments on my tattoo, and people are like, wow, it's so pretty and it's so detailed, and it's really nicely done. And people, even people that I know that don't like tattoos, they were like, okay, I don't like tattoos, but I must admit that this is really done nicely. Like, this is like an artist. So I must say that they were really good. And I don't mind pay some extra and then get a tattoo that is just as I want it. I've seen results and I've been at more places, and this is literally a really recommended place. Like, it's a really good place because he made every single line so fine. Like, there were no mistakes and stuff. Psst, don't focus on my girls, focus on my tattoo. I must say that I've seen other places where they make some lines a bit thicker than others and stuff, and they're not as careful, and they don't care as much about that you are so happy with exactly what you're getting done. So I would say I really appreciated this, and I don't mind pay some extra to get a perfect tattoo. But yeah, most people just look at the prices and they're like, okay, so this place wants to charge me this amount of money for my tattoo, and this one wants to charge me this amount, and then they take the cheapest place. So that's sad. I would definitely always come back to them. They were called the Handmade Empire in Odense, Denmark. Yeah, they were very cool, but yeah. Unfortunately, I can't recommend them because they don't exist anymore, but it would be super cool if they would open a new shop or something like that. Well, there was also like this really funny photo that I found, and it's really funny because it's a holder for some shaving stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. Like before they started to tattoo us and to stick the stickers with blue color on us, they would shave us the place that we were going to get a tattoo, so that they would be 100% sure that there's no hair at all. That was just a funny thing because they held these shaving items in a holder where it says Alt godt fra havet, which means all good from the sea. And like, I don't know if you use exactly the same slogan in English talking countries, but in Denmark, when you say we're gonna have alt godt fra havet for dinner, then you know that it's just a bunch of different seafood. And here they would be like, so this is our holder with seafood inside, and it would actually be shaving items. And this is the cream. It's called No Pain. It comes with papers here, and also here on the package it says, for example, here that you can use it for tattoos and piercings, laser, and so on and so on. Pretty much most things that hurts where you would like to get some numbness on. Here on the back side it says you should apply it and leave it for 30 to 45 minutes. But I must say that the clinic where I bought it, they said I should keep it on for an hour and a half. Also, I've heard some tattoo artists and people like that says the same, and also the girl that introduced me to this cream, one of my friends, she also said an hour and a half. So that's pretty much what I'm doing. I think that it might work after 30 to 45 minutes, but only like a little, or maybe only on the top. But with, for example, a piercing or a tattoo where you go deep inside, I've been recommended to keep it on for an hour and a half. I've done that and it worked amazingly. Nothing bad happened. It says apply a thick layer on the area. That's true, and then wrap it with plastic wrap or prevent the cream from drying. Yeah, like there may not come any air inside. By the way, it's very normal if your skin starts to be a little hot at the spot or red. That happened for me, but nothing very bad happened. It was just that. Then it also says that you should store it below 30 degrees, and you should protect it from light. So you should keep it inside a drawer or something, and it may not be frozen. It says somewhere else inside that a fridge is actually also too cold, so just like basic temperature would be good. I just keep it in my living room in a shelf. You're from Denmark and from around, I can tell you that I bought it at a beauty clinic called Clinic KV. But if you're not, then you can also just order it online. It says here on a website. I'm gonna link it down below. So yeah, and then here is the plastic that I used, cling film. So it's this. It's also just used to wrap in food, like sandwich or something. There you go. Here in this paper that's inside, it says a lot of information about using it. For example, here it also says that it takes it should start to take effect within 20 to 60 minutes after applying, which also then makes sense that even that the package says that it should be on for like 30 to 45 minutes, that the best effect is after an hour and a half, that I've been told. And it says that it should be held in a temperature between 15 and 30 degrees. On the package here it just says under 30, but on this paper it says between 15 and 30 degrees. And it also says that if you are on some medication, then you should ask your doctor if it's okay for you to use this cream, to make sure that it's not gonna react badly. Like for example here it says that with some medications you should wait at least 1 hour after you've been taking the medication before you put on this cream. So that there has to be like some time between you taking the medicine and putting on the cream. By the way, I paid 300 krona in the clinic where I bought it. But the price may be different on the website or if you buy it other places. And if you're wondering if I used all this for my one tattoo, then definitely not. You can use it a lot of times. I have used this for many things and I still got something left. And you just have to use it within 3 years after opening. It was literally so painless that I fell asleep almost while being tattooed. You know, I were in a few times were in these states where you're like half awake, half asleep, you know. So I guess it worked pretty good. Hey guys, I just found this picture that I would like to share with you because this shows that the breast is actually one of the most painful areas to get a tattoo. So since I did not feel it at all, or like I felt it but I didn't feel it at all as pain, and almost fell asleep. So This kind of shows that the tattoo cream worked pretty well on me. Although most tattoo artists would probably want you to be ready when you come in. So Luna and we made sure to clean our spots before we got inside. So we took off the foliate with the cream and wiped off the rest of the cream. And then we got inside. And this is Jessica, my sweet little dog that interrupted us. But that's totally okay. Eres du, estas Prinzessin. Eres du, estas Prinzessin. Wow. Yeah. Such a happy wiggling tail. No. It's kitty. No. So, I would also like to include Luna's experience, so I'm gonna read out loud a recommendation that she did a year ago. It's in Danish, so I'm gonna translate it into English. It says, I just got my first tattoo in here and I'm so satisfied. Super kind and friendly people, also very skilled of course. I've been designing my tattoo myself and it turned out exactly as I made it. They are very careful with doing everything correctly and that the customers are 100% satisfied with the size and everything before it's going to be tattooed on. I can only recommend. Luna has also sent me a picture to show you how the tattoo looks after it's been done and also after it's done healing. So in the recommendation you probably remembered that she mentioned that she has designed her tattoo herself. And I can tell you that it has a meaning, and it means infinite love for animals. So you can see the love and dog paws and the infinity. She also mentioned that she was very satisfied with the cream and that it was totally worth it. The fine lines she did not almost feel, and the paws, they were a little bit more uncomfortable at the filling because he was filling out the same spot multiple times. So it was a little uncomfortable, but it didn't hurt. So she was very happy as well. By the way, if you want to see more of Luna, I'm gonna link her own YouTube down in the description. She's doing speed paints and she would like to do some more of them again. So you're very welcome to go in and check her videos out.